Okay folks, welcome back to Wintermute. You join me outside the now locked Jeremiah's cabin. We need to get ourselves out of our current predicament. We've lost most of our clothing in the various wolf attacks, so we are getting very cold very quickly, so we need to get ourselves over to camp office rather rapidly. Now, as you've known if you've seen my survival mode playthroughs, my old route to camp office is a little bit hazardous these days, so I'm going to go around the bottom here. Hopefully there won't be any other bears on the map now we've taken the old bear down, but there's probably still going to be wolves around, so we need to be a little bit careful. Now I'm pretty sure if we go, if I just bring up the map for a second, if we go through Max's last stand, that brings us out onto the railway line, so I'm almost tempted to go this way rather than sort of trek my way back round. It's a little bit more of a direct route, hopefully. But yes, we've brought down the bear, we've finished our time with Jeremiah. We're now heading for the dam. The dam is the finale to this section. Now obviously previously we got captured at the end of that, and that's where the episode ended. I assume we're going to be in the kind of similar predicament this time round. I'm going to grab some sticks. I'm heading to camp office because I am not in a great position at the moment, clothing wise. We are in a spot of bother. We'll head this way. Hopefully this will put us over the hill, heading down towards camp office. Just check the map. Yeah, we're heading vaguely in the right direction. Obviously we need to be heading for the dam, but that's not... Oh, late gunshots, I forgot about that. I've kind of almost forgotten about late gunshots and not been bothering with it. We need to get to the dam when the aurora's in the sky. I kind of hope that the game will sort of script it so when we get there, we'll probably find Mesoluther. We found him pretty much everywhere else. You used to find him in the dam, just before you went through into the dam at this point in Wintermute, the end of Wintermute, so it'll be interesting to see if he's there again. I'm kind of hoping that we'll get there in this video. That's kind of my plan. Ooh, this is a bit steep. A bit steeper than I anticipated. Never really come this way before, I'm going to be honest. I usually take a slightly different route. But given that that's a bit dangerous now with the new spraying mechanic, I'm kind of coming a different way. Okay, we'll just keep following this path and then hopefully that'll take us to camp office. So I shall see you in camp office, hopefully very, very shortly. Okay, so I'm at camp office. I had to use the distress pistol to fly off, to frighten off a couple of wolves on the way, and I also had a couple of sprains that I've had to deal with as well. So slightly eventful, but not too dramatic as we come across. So we're now back here in the relative safety of camp office. So we need to get ourselves ready for this little expedition. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of stuff that we left behind in camp office, and I want to make sure that we're taking the right stuff with us when we leave the region. Of course, we are going to be heading out of this region not to return, so we need to make sure that we've got all the right things with us, including sorting our clothing out. That's the most dramatic problem that we have at the moment. Ooh. Awesome, I forgot we had that in there. Perfect. Okay, so clothing-wise, I don't know what I've got, where I'm carrying anything, or where I've put anything. So, also first aid-wise. So let's just do a little bit of housekeeping. I've got an awful lot of emergency stims, probably more than I'm ever going to need, so let's get rid of most of those. We'll keep 2. I also have quite a lot of painkillers. I'm going to get rid of a lot of those as well. We don't need to be carrying quite so many. Other than that, I think we're in good shape. We will take those antibiotics because we don't have that many of them. And we could do with some more bandages. Or is that that is actually a dressing, so we'll keep that. We could do with some more bandages. We've got some cloth. Obviously, clothing is our biggest problem at the moment. We've lost most of our clothing. Mackenzie's trousers, hat, boots, the works. We've pretty much lost all of it. So we need to find ourselves some more clothing. Oh, I never looked in there. How did I never look in there? Okay. Let's get upstairs. I want to try and remember where I hid things in here. I don't think I was particularly tidy, but hopefully I did leave some stuff behind. Oh, I didn't put anything in the trunk. I didn't leave anything in the cupboard. hoping I left some clothing in here somewhere, or there is some clothing in here somewhere.
This stuff will come in handy.
Okay, well, we've already got 2 sets of those on, so that's not really any good. I really hope... Oh, we got some boots. That's good, because at the moment we're not actually wearing any. And we're not wearing any gloves either, so whichever are the best pair of gloves, let's pop them on, and the boots, will pop them on. So at least we've got... we're reducing our frostbite risk. I'm going to pop my cowl back on. So the only thing I'm really missing now are trousers. Literally. I am missing trousers. I'm going to wear the slightly better thermal underwear. Let's make ourselves some bandages. So let's break down... we'll just drop those. We're going to have to... It's a shame. I can't repair things that are completely destroyed. I can't repair, which is a real pain. So all I can do is harvest them. So let's harvest our... I kind of wanted to keep these because they're part of the character. So I'm a bit annoyed that they've been ruined, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, we've got that one. Let's try not to accidentally harvest anything that's not ruined. Hopefully we left some clothing behind in the dam as well. We can find ourselves some more clothes. At the moment I'm just harvesting for cloth all of the clothing that we have lost. And we'll just drop anything else. So not unnecessarily carrying weight. Let's see if we can turn some of that cloth into bandages. Spot on, and then let's bandage up our afflicted limb from our sprain. Done. Okay, food-wise we're in good shape. Let's drop that, don't want to risk that one. Okay, so we're carrying 2 cooking pots. We don't need to be carrying 2 cooking pots. We'll get rid of one of those. We're going to drop a flare as well, so we have a hatchet. Let's get rid of one of those as well. Let's get rid of the ruined torch. And let's get rid of one of the sewing kits. Let's refuel. Oh, the lamp's already full. Okay. So we've got the pistol. We've got some of those. We've got some lantern fuel. I've got plenty of rose hips. And I've got lots of sticks. Why have I got 2 separate sets of sticks? That's confusing me slightly. Okay. Quite sure why I've got 2 separate loads of sticks. I've got some socks here. Don't know whether they're going to help my clothing lot any. Probably not, actually. That's only because they're in pretty bad condition. We could probably do with repairing those a little bit, actually. There we go. So that'll help that a little. Okay, I think we've pretty much gleaned everything we can. We're carrying a cooking pot. I don't know how much water we've got. 2 litres, which is fine. So we're actually in okay shape. I'm just going to abandon that pile on the floor there. But we're going to base myself down here for the rest of our time here. I really want to take the rifle and some ammunition with me. So let's pick up the rifle and let's pick up the ammunition. I really don't want to leave them behind, but obviously I am encumbered, so I need to... I was kind of hoping of... Okay, so we haven't really got very much here. Okay, we're at sprain risk. We're also at frostbite risk. We're at 20% frostbite risk because of the fact we weren't wearing any shoes. So hopefully that won't happen again, but I could do with getting rid of that. So let's just get a fire lit. We might as well use... Oh, we've got accelerant. We might as well use it. Speed things up a bit.
That should help warm things up.
Ooh, how much fire have I got there? 1 hour. That'll do. I'm literally just getting rid of my frostbite risk. That's the only reason why I'm doing that. Hopefully that will drop that slightly. Cover up the affected fire place warm. Well, we're in warm, so hopefully that will go away. Okay, so we've got some big fish to eat here. I need to lose 5 kilos of stuff, and I'm going to lose 3 by eating that fish. So is there anything we're carrying that we don't absolutely need? Well, let's drop some of those sticks. We don't absolutely need to have those. We'll drop some of these matches again. We don't need to have quite so many. In fact, let's drop all the cardboard matches. And we'll keep all the wooden ones. We've already sorted through that. We've already sorted through that. Obviously, we don't want to get rid of any food. Let me have a look at my... I don't need to be carrying quite so many rounds of ammunition. Let's drop some of those. Let's have just a quick look at those hatchets. I noticed we had another couple of hatchets here. Let's just make sure we're taking the best one of the bunch with us. And let's drop that lantern fuel. Let's make sure I'm taking, again, the biggest of them. So we'll drop all the others. Okay. Well, I think we are as good as we're going to get, in complete honesty. I think we are as good as we are going to get. So I am now going to eat one of my fishes. In fact, I think I might eat both of them. So that should put my calorie level at the top. And let's drink some water. I'm still a kilo over. Oh, I have another fish. I actually have 3. I didn't realise. Okay. Well, I don't want to eat that right now, but that's my kilo. Hopefully that won't make us too attractive to the wolves as we make our way over to the dam. We're in the best condition we're going to get in clothing-wise. I was kind of hoping I'd left some clothing in here, but I didn't by the looks of things. So, say goodbye to Camp Office. We are about to move on from Camp Office. We're going to head out to the dam. Get into the dam at night when the aurora is in the sky. With the old bear no longer a risk, Jeremiah plots course leading Mackenzie out of Mystery Lake with the means to contact Perseverance Mills and one step close to finding Astrid. Get into the dam at night when the aurora is in the sky. Well, I reckon our best bet is going to be to head to the dam. Camp inside the dam perimeter, because that should keep us relatively safe. And hopefully we'll find Mesoluther there as well. Catch up with our dear friend, who pops up pretty much everywhere. Okay, we're not travelling right now. Right, let's do a little bit of time acceleration then, and I shall see you when it's a little bit clearer. Okay, so I have passed time pretty much into the evening and it has cleared. So, let's get ourselves going. I'm going to go this way. A little bit less chance of wolf encounters coming round this way. We've got a little bit of a trek, but I'm hoping it'll be relatively straightforward. Not too problematic. Obviously we're slightly encumbered, but don't see that's a problem. Now we do have the late gunshot side mission that I've kind of abandoned. I haven't really done it. I've ended up just going down the main mission line. Just gonna grab these cattails. I know we're a little bit short on food, but we're not actually too bad. Now we're in a slightly better position than we were. Obviously we are slightly encumbered, so just keep an eye on that. In fact, I am carrying a fish, so I'm going to eat that fish now. Now that my calories have dropped a little bit. There we go, because that will drop us below our encumberment limit, and that will remove that risk. As we make our way towards the dam. Now, I'm travelling in dusk, so I'm just kind of hoping that the aurora will pop out by the time we get to the dam. Now, obviously, we've got to figure out how to get into the lower dam as well. Because I can't remember how to do it from when we went in before. I know there's a bit of faffing around. We have to use an elevator and all sorts of things to be able to get down there, but so with this new version of Wintermute, things are a little bit different. Now, I came this way in one of my recent survival mode playthroughs, and I went the wrong way, and I got slightly lost. So I'm going to hopefully not get it wrong this time. Although, to be fair, it still leads me to the same place. I followed the river, basically, which goes that way, instead of that little passageway there, which goes off in a slightly different direction. Keeping our eyes open. The bear is obviously out of the picture, so hopefully that means we won't find any other bears. I assume we won't, but the wolves are still out there, so we've got to watch out for the wolves. I have got my distress pistol, which has been working quite well to get rid of the wolves, but I've only got 5 more rounds for it, so I've just got to ration myself slightly. If I can avoid the wolves in other ways, that's probably the best tactic. We are heading up to an area where you do tend to get a lot of wolves. Go through this journey in Wintermute. Many rabbits are playing over there, so we should be alright at the moment. And it's not too cold either, so we've actually chosen a good time to do this, I think. We should be able to get to the dam before darkness, and then my plan is kind of to camp out in the dam perimeter until we get an aurora. I seem to remember last time we had to wait quite a while before we got an aurora. Sort of hoping that this time it's a bit of more of a scripted event, so we haven't got to wait for 4 days before the aurora comes along. We are now very much in the end game. There's the bridge. It doesn't actually take that long to get between camp office and the dam if you come round this way. I actually think it's a little bit quicker than following the rail tracks and going around that way. Come on, Mesoluther, are you here? I really hope you are, because that would be kind of cool. As the mournful music plays. Obviously, we've been here already. Okay. I can hear a whimpering wolf. I can hear a whimpering wolf. Which makes me anxious, because wolves don't usually run away unless there's something scarier than them around. Hi! I'm so glad that didn't spit me out on that side. That would have been embarrassing. Here he is. Here is our long lost friend. He pops up pretty much everywhere we go. Kind of hoped he'd be here. This is where he originally appeared.
Oh, Mackenzie. So you're still alive.
Methuselah. You appear in the strangest places.
You've left your mark, and have overcome great odds so far. But this part of the world still holds some secrets.
I'm not sure this is the right time for...
There are still stories that need to be told if you wish to play a part in them. There is always time for that. But if you are in a hurry, by all means go. Nobody would fault you for continuing your journey onward.
You know, it's been a hell of a slog out there. Never mind that damn bear. I've nearly died more times than I care to count. It couldn't have been easy for you either. You seem strangely calm about the hostility of this place.
I have wandered these paths a long time, friend. I was a walker. Now I'm a watcher. I'm here to observe these times and help where I may.
As strange as it is to run into you again, it's good to find a familiar face in all this frigid wilderness. And keep to your paths. If this is a reckoning, as you say, I hope ours cross again.
Well, there we go. So that's our latest encounter with our travelling friend. I think he was alluding there to the side missions that we haven't really done. I'm not going to do them. I am where I want to be right now. I have a free fire. I can actually even cook on it. I have a free fire, and we are ready to go into the dam. Obviously, we need an aurora. That's going to be the only slight problem. So we're now going to have to wait for an aurora, but we can hopefully wait here with Mezzalutha, whose name I am pretty sure I'm saying wrong. But hopefully we can hang around here and get ourselves an aurora. So bear with me. Hopefully we'll be able to come back with an aurora very shortly. And as if by magic, there's an aurora. Okay, let's get ourselves into the dam then, while we have an active aurora.
Surrounded by snow, and nothing to drink.
Blimey, you're fussy, aren't you? Let's have a drink then before we go into the dam. Now this is Entering the Unknown, obviously. We know what happened the last time we came here in the original Wintermute. We don't know what's going to happen this time. And so let's go in. So we've entered the dam with an aurora active. Okay, I don't know where to go, in total honesty. So I'm going to go for that control panel. That allows us in here. This is a flashlight. What else it gets me? Got another panel.
There it is.
Okay. I think... Does that activate the elevator? Or does it open the door? Is this the elevator? I can't remember. Cool elevator.
Oh. I guess there's only one way to go from here.
Down. Oh, I can't actually pick that. Into the darkness. Which always makes me anxious.
Holy shit, what was that?
Requires a pry bar. Well, that's awkward. We haven't got one. Let's just break out the flashlight. Okay, how am I supposed to get out if I can't?
Could end up being useful.
You're not wrong. Explore the guts of the dam. Now remember, this being a...
Holy shit, that's hot.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. I inadvertently just...
The pain.
I didn't even see that on the floor. Okay, let's... we'll just sort that out.
That hurts so much.
Okay. That really did zap our condition, literally, quite a bit. So we're going to have to be very careful. So we can't go that way. We can't go that way. Where do we go if we go up there? I think that's where we need to be going. Zap my lights off occasionally. And feel I really need it, because that I think allows it to recharge.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Yeah, have we got anything we can drop? Because we are slightly encumbered. Not really. Let's just eat some stuff. In fact, let's drop some of this coffee actually. That'll just help us a little bit, I think. Only very slightly over now. Just drop half a dozen sticks. A couple of sticks. There we are. That gets us under the limit. Being very, very careful. That is a rope. Okay, so we're now going into the lower dam. This is where everything happened at the end of the episode in the previous incarnation of Wintermute, so I don't know what's going to happen. I am expecting to be jumped and surprised by things as we come through here. I'm not expecting this to be a smooth ride. Yeah, we can't go out that way. That's the normal exit, but obviously that's not going to happen today. Now,
Better watch out.
yeah, there are cables everywhere in here. Yeah, so we can't. I think we have to go back this way and turn the power off. Yes. There we go. So that allows us to cross this room without being zapped. I'm getting tense because this is where things happened last time. So let's make our way down. And I think we are inevitably... I assume the ending's going to be very similar, but don't make those kind of assumptions. Okay, I need to find a way to turn off the power, I think. I'm going to find another switch box down here. You know what? I think I spent ages trying to figure this out before. The last time I was here. I spent hours and hours trying to work this out, and it turned out I was totally barking up the wrong tree. And that I actually could just walk past it when it wasn't flashing.
Shit, that burns.
Okay, that took a big hit. So we need bandage and pain.
Feels like it's still burning.
I've got no bandages. Oh no, I'm in the wrong thing, that's why.
The pain.
Okay, can't really take another hit like that. But I couldn't be bothered spending hours trying to find the fuse box. Chunk. And that's exactly what happened at the end of the last one. Okay, let's see what happens next.
Well, that is interesting. A locked metal case is a thing of the old world, stranger. It's a world of closed doors and things being off limits. Yeah, see, I was part of that world, but that world's over. This is my world now, and in my world, I make the rules. In my world, see, there are no locks.
Your world sounds crazy.
What's in the case?
I have no idea.
What's in the case?
I hope it's painkillers.
Your ID says you're a pilot. You have a plane somewhere.
My plane wouldn't do you any good.
Yeah. Should I show you what happened to the last person who lied to me? She didn't look so pretty after I was done.
She?
So now he's ready to talk. Well, don't worry, pilot. You'll be with her soon.
And thus endeth Wintermute Redo. Yes, we have reached the end. It ended exactly as it did in the previous incarnation. I am going to have to mute the music because the last time I didn't, I got a copyright strike. So, unfortunately, yes, this is me jabbering in silence over the top of the music of the end credits of The Long Dark. But thank you, as always, for joining me for this playthrough of The Long Dark Wintermute Redo. Really hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's not been the quickest. I know other people have got theirs out a lot faster than me. But yeah, it's there. We've enjoyed playing it, and that's all I'm interested in. So we're now on the long wait. We are waiting for episode number 3, the next incarnation of Wintermute, which we believe we're going to be playing as Astrid, so this could be a little bit more interesting. My understanding, and it is just speculation, don't really know, is that we're going to be playing Astrid's story from the same point as we picked up Mackenzie's right back at the beginning. So hopefully we'll find out how Astrid got to the point where she currently is, and where she currently is, and what's going on. So we just have to wait for it. And obviously with The Long Dark, we do know that they are a little bit careful about release dates because they have let people down and missed them a few times, which, you know, happens in game development, particularly indie game development. So they're not telling us when it's going to be released. We know progress has been made. There has been a devlog relatively recently. So, yeah, sorry about that. At that moment, my girlfriend decided to call me, and I'd forgotten to put my phone on silent, so it created loads of noise and distraction in the background and stopped me mid-flow. But yes, episode 3, we're not sure when it's going to come out. The dev diary has alluded to the fact it's in playtesting, but no release date as yet, as we would expect. But right now, hope you've enjoyed Wintermute. We have finally reached the end of the Wintermute Redo episodes 1 and 2. Please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Keep an eye out for some more Long Dark content, including some guides coming up very, very soon. But until then, thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you again very, very soon.